Okay, now we have a surprise. We have a special guest from the Guinness Book of World Records, the editor-in-chief, Craig Glenday, who's going to present something special up here today. Is this on? Strong enough. Hold on, over here.
Thank you, Harry. Well, yeah, I'm from Guinness World Records, Craig Glenday, the editor-in-chief. And I'd like to say you are in the presence here of record-breaking royalty. Sports stars, filmmakers, and it's the perfect opportunity to really acknowledge one of the greatest filmmakers, really, Sylvester Stallone. His particular Guinness World Record, which we're very pleased to announce today, is that Rocky is the most successful sports franchise in cinema history. So congratulations, over $1.2 billion gross. So congratulations. And seeing as Dolph is here, he gets one as well for Rocky 4.
That's incredible.
Sly,
I love Rocky 4. I loved it.
Sly,
I really did.
when you think about the Rocky movies and you think about just how impactful they are, what do you think about that?
Please don't think that I'm just saying it. I am in total, constant awe. Like I'll wake up in the morning, the fog is still outside, and I walk around, I cannot believe this house, my life, my children, everything I have, I owe to this little humble character. I don't know where it came from. It just came up one day, just writing about my insecurities, and I put them in the body of a box I never knew, and I never take it lightly. That's why, guys, I was so depressed when my career was going down. I said, Jesus, if I could just do one more thing, it would just be end the Rocky series with dignity, because Rocky 5, I blew it. I made a big mistake, it just everything, and I take all blame for it. So I said, if I could just do that one thing, and it took 7 years, because it was really tough to make a sequel to a failed film 18 years later playing a 60-year-old fighter. You talk about tough sell, that's a tough sell. But it wasn't about fighting, it was about gracefully going on to the last portion of your life. Anyway, when that worked, I was ready to retire. I was done. I had nothing more to prove. And then I thought, maybe I should close out the Rambo, and that worked. And then I got greedy again, and here I am. Now I don't want to quit.
Okay.
Well, the most difficult scene for me was the biggest dialogue that I had, which was the monologue that I had pertaining to my particular physical appearance. And I prepared because I thought that was going to be the biggest scene for me. I spent a lot of time with my coach trying to find the character and get the words off book. Showed up the first day of shooting in New Orleans, and that was the very first scene that we did. So I got no chance to kind of work into this or warm up or anything. It was the very first day. And as soon as I got on set, Sly decided to rewrite the whole scene.
Right.
So I had to learn it all over again in about an hour.
Bad
I was freaking out in my trailer going, God, how am I going to do this? Thankfully, Terry was in the trailer next to me. He spent some time reading with me and trying to get off book on that all the dialogue again. We went back on set and we got it done, and I felt like that was not only the scariest scene for me, but probably the best one for me as well.
That is true, Terry. When someone, I know it's a terrible habit I have. You know, you get out there, Harry, you go, it looked good in the trailer. Then when you see on the set, you go, God, it's too long, it's this thing. You start to rewrite it, and the actor says, I spent 6 months learning this. And that's, you want to talk about fear? That's fear. Dolph, your tough scene.
Well, I guess the hardest scene for me probably was, you know, I have this, the first time I appear in a movie, I come out and I'm crazy. The guy is totally nuts, my character Jensen, right? So I have this, Sly wrote this joke. I come out and I tell this joke. I know you were there.
Yeah, I remember the joke.
And, you know, I come out, do the first take. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's try another one. And then it got worse and worse. So, you know, after about 20 takes, I was losing it. Like, fuck. I was like, what's going on here? It was like embarrassing. I was like, but you know, Sly wanted me to do it in a certain way, and he was right, you know. But so anyway, we went through it, and I felt like, oh man, this is like the worst day on a film set I think I've ever had. Holy shit, my fucking career is over. Sorry, my career is over. This is it. I'm finished.
Oh God! No, to me, the hardest thing to direct was too. It was me and Mickey, where Mickey has the absolute, the entire emotional core of the movie changes, flips on a monologue that depends on him in the mirror, no cuts, this close, and just the clock is running because we have time for 2 takes and he has to be on a plane. So it's all pressure. And I said, Mickey, no pressure. You must smash it through the lens. Not a little bit. You got to kill it. Otherwise, the whole movie stinks. This is the pivotal scene. This is it. And I'm going to hold the camera on you, no cuts. You can't blow it. He goes, cool. Cool. Can I listen to Bruce Springsteen one more time? I said, no. No, you can't. Go. Boom. And he just cracked out of the park. That was it.
Steve?
The toughest scene for me was I was running from a bunch of explosions. And it seemed like I spent the movie running from explosions on this particular night. We're in New Orleans. And the pyro guy says, Steve, I'm just going to chase you as you're running with these explosions. Well, these weren't just any explosions, they were big explosions. And that son of a bitch hit the button a little too soon.
You did break his neck.
And I right in a split second, I was thinking to myself, you need to fall down because I think I just got blown up. And I said, this would be a good way for me to leave the movie because I just got blown up. But the only reason I didn't fall down, I figured if I fell down, I was going to fall on another goddamn bomb. So I kept running, he kept pulling the trigger on the button, and I just acted like it wasn't anybody's business, and I walked over to Sly, and like, Sly's acting like nothing's going on, and I'm thinking, well, shit. I don't know what's going on, but I almost lost my life in this damn movie.
True. I don't want to say anything. I thought he was dead. I kept it in the movie too. It's unbelievable. If you didn't pull that bag up, right now you'd be doing a movie like you'd be doing Freddy Krueger, pal, forever. Oh my God. That was before.
Oh, so that's why you broke his neck.
Actually, it was after the past. It was after. That's like,
Terry?
No, I have to, ditto Steve with the firepower that was involved in this movie. I mean, the explosions were freaking real. I mean, on the set, a fart is the biggest thing I had ever experienced. So when
What kind of fart?
Yeah.
What sort of fart did you have?
You should be around me, dog. I'm trying to tell you.
No, it sounds like I shouldn't be around
burritos
you.
for lunch. I'm trying to tell you. But the thing is that the stuntman was like, dude, there's no such thing as movie fire. This is real. And I was like, yeah, right. Man, it was that bomb scene when we were going off, and he was like, you gotta throw this. Stallone's like, you gotta throw this sucker, and we gotta get down.
Yeah.
And I'm playing like, I'm ready. Man, that sucker went down.
oh, I remember that. You're right.
Man, I threw that
Holy
bomb,
shit,
he shoots it, and boom!
Yeah.
It's in my face. I swear, my beard was smoking.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that was the scariest thing I
Yeah, you
ever
blow up in a
experienced.
helicopter, yeah.
Because the force went right through my chest, the flame, the heat, the whole thing.
He had a full head of hair before that scene.
You were like,
Hair.
you were thinking of that opening sequence in Hurt Locker, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So that was my scene.
All right, well, I want to thank y'all guys for coming out. I think the audience wants to thank y'all for coming out, right? Now, that doesn't seem very loud, and I still see a lot of you sitting down. Y'all want to sit quick? All right. Movie's coming out August 13th. And we have one last clip here, the dock explosion.